Hey guys, Airgun Angie out here with backyard shooting, and I'm at my 25-yard table, which I'm finding needs a little repair or maybe even replacement. It's falling apart. It's still pretty sturdy, so we're gonna go with it for a little bit longer. If you guys have a recommendation for a shooting table, I know Caldwell has some pretty awesome shooting tables. I'm gonna be looking into that, something that will last a long time. But anyways, so back to why we're here. We're not here to talk about shooting tables. We're here to talk about this thing from Airguns of Arizona. This is the Western Airguns Sidewinder in 22 caliber. It's pretty awesome. It's got the option for a semi-auto, full auto, and of course safe. So semi-auto, no cocking, no continuously cocking. But today, we're not here to talk about all of its functions and all of its awesomeness. That will come later. Today, we're going to find out whether this guy is pellet picky or not. What do you think? Do you think it's pellet picky? I have 10 different pins of pellets out here. You get that? Pins of pellets. 10 different ones, and basically 2 from each manufacturer. I've got Crosman, H&N Sport, JTS, JSB, and AEA. So 10 different types of ammo, different weights, that kind of thing. I'm going to start like I normally do, from lightest to heaviest, and we'll see whether this guy likes them all or only likes a certain ones. I don't know. Let's find out. So I've already got it loaded up with, I've got it filled also. I've got my handy dandy air cylinder right there, air tank. I've got it loaded with the Crosman Ultra Magnums. These ones are 14.3 grain. And those are the ones that we're gonna shoot first. Birds, lots of birds. And again, like I said, we're at 25 yards. And whoa, I am shooting the sky. Yeah, I was afraid of that. I'm gonna have to go get my bag. Sorry guys, I was ready, but now I'm not. Swapping out for the bag. I could have got a bipod. That would probably work too, just beautifully. But we're gonna do this instead. And I'm gonna take a few practice shots. So here's the fire and the safe, and then you have your selector on the other side. So I'm gonna put it on semi, and I'm just gonna take a few shots just to feel the trigger. And I'll use that, I'm going to use the top left target for my practice shots. Huh. Did that go through the same hole? Okay, all right, so took some practice shots, got a feel for the trigger. I'm gonna move down to the bottom, and I'm gonna shoot for groups this time. Now remember, we're pellet testing. This is a pellet test. This is not a test of how accurate the gun is right now with every pellet. We are checking it out to see which ones it shoots the best, which ones get the tightest groups. So bottom left. Oh. So, that was much better than the practice shots, right? Now I'm going to put it back on safe, and I'm going to change out the ammo. All right. So those were the Crosman Ultra Mags. Now, let's check out let me see how we're doing. Oh, we're doing fine on air. Doing just fine. So these are the lightest pellets. They're shooting a little high. I'm imagining the heavier ones will shoot a little lower. All right, bottom left. Well, no. Those ones did not do well at all. Next up, H&N Sport Field Trophy. These ones are generally decent pellets. Let's see how the Sidewinder likes them. Top right. Not terrible. Not terrible. I'm sure we can do better though. These ones are wad cutters, so they're actually not meant for a distance, but we're gonna find out. I just like checking out different pellets. These are the JTS Dead Center 14.89 wad cutters. Basically, they have a flat head, and they tear. They cause. If you're shooting paper, you can tell a difference when you shoot a wad cutter than when you shoot a dome pellet, because the wad cutter makes a larger hole, more damage. And we're going for the top left. Okay. So it may be that it's just not real fond of the lighter ammo it might require, because I don't know what velocity I'm getting with this, and this is, like I said, the wad cutters, which I don't know, I wasn't really expecting a whole lot from them, but sometimes I just like to try them just to try them. Next up, JSB 15.89s are getting a little heavier there, just a little bit. Bottom left. Much better. Yep, definitely likes those ones. I will say that shooting off this bag like this, I am a little more wobbly than I am on the other rest that I had, the Stinger. The Stinger kind of allows a little more rest. These are the JTS Dead Centers. These are 18.1 dome top pellets. So let's give these JTS, a different kind of JTS, another chance. And these ones have proven to be great in a lot of different pellet guns. All right, bottom right. I think that was 5. But just in case, guys, take a look. That's the 5-shot group, in case that was 5, and then I'm going to shoot one more just in case, and we'll know it's 6 if it is. Okay, just in case. It was not bad either. Either. How do you say it? Either or either? My mom jumped my case the other day. I think I said either, and she said, "When did you start saying that?" And I said, I don't know, Mom, somewhere between Utah and South Carolina, Arizona, all the different places that I've lived, I've picked up a little bit of everything. So I guess you can call me a mixed nut. Top right. Well. It seems to me that this guy likes heavier pellets. What does that mean? That means that it's probably pushing too much air to send the lighter ones downrange. Stably, with stability. You guys can correct me, okay? I'm all right. I'm okay with getting corrections. So, it's not a bad thing. Some of you might have looked at this little gun and said, "Ha, that little pea shooter, what's it gonna do?" Well, that's the whole purpose of these videos. We're gonna find out after I do this pellet test. We're gonna do a demo, and then, yeah, I guess you'll find out. Let me go change the target out and fill it back up. Top left, here we go. Did I even tell you what pellets we're shooting? I don't know. That's the AEA 18.3 grains, and did absolutely fantastic. Lovely. So there goes that conclusion. Definitely this one is more in favor of the heavier pellets. So, and it is tunable. I mean, you guys, it is tunable. It does have a power wheel where you can adjust the power. As far as the regulator goes, it's adjustable, but you better know what you're doing. That's all I'm saying. Oh, I did not realize I had the Barracuda Hunter Extremes. I thought I had all like dome pellets. We're going to check them out anyways. Barracuda Hunter Extremes. These ones are 18.52. grains, and they're kind of like a Phillips. They're not really kind of, they are like a Phillips head screwdriver that intended for expansion. Bottom left. Not great, but not terrible. And the last ones, definitely not the least. These ones are 21.9 grain. They are AEA center punch. Bottom right. Here we go. I think I pulled that last one. Pretty sure I did. These, I changed targets. I usually use either the 25-yard test ones or the multiple aim point targets. But I changed because I figured it'd give me a bigger space to show the results. But the dot in the center of these targets is kind of tiny and a little hard to see, especially when the sun hits it just right. So with that being said, I actually think that's pretty good, but now we get to pick our favorite, and I can almost guarantee that AEA will be, maybe not these ones, but AEA will probably be one of the favorites. So let me go get the target, and we're going to deliberate. So here are the results. This is from lightest to heaviest. You see how the groups are a little spread out. We have, that one's not terrible, but we do have better. As the ammo gets heavier, you see we have much better groups. That's not bad at all. And then the JTS dead center is 18.1 grains. That's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. But it does get better than that as we move over, and we have the AEA. Those are the 18.3 grains. I would say those are the favorite out of all of them, with the JTS 18.1s and the JSB 15.89s coming in second. So definitely some good groups as we got into some heavier ammo. The lighter ammo, like I said, was not the best, but those ones, like I said, didn't do too bad. I've accomplished a ammo test with the Western Airguns Sidewinder in .22 caliber from Airguns of Arizona, and we found out what its favorite ammo is. Like I said, the AEA 18.3s shot absolutely beautiful. We are at 25 yards. I am going to test this bad boy to see what kind of distance we can get out of him. But for now, that's going to be it for the ammo test. There is definitely more to come with this guy. Thank you, Airguns of Arizona, for sending it my way. Thank you, all of you who support me. Thank you for watching. I'm Airgun Angie with Backyard Shooting. Y'all don't just have a good day. Have an awesome one. See ya.